From Ashes, Chapter 8, 4.5 years earlier. We buried Rachel in the fall, 3 short months after the bill came, the one I thought was from the fertility doctor. People came from at least 14 states. Her brother from Maine, parents from Indianapolis, most of her old college roommates, and her best friends from dental school. Patient after patient, some crying as they passed me, condolences dropping from their beautiful teeth. The people who worked for her, the receptionist, Macy, bawling like a child. After the funeral, Gabby drew dozens of pictures, all circles and lines and squiggles of dark hair. Mama and mama and mama, memorialized again and again. I chose a large one, stick figure, triangle dress, round hand with 5 stick fingers extended to the hand of a smaller figure, also in a dress, also extending a hand. I put the date on the back, just like Rachel would have. Father of the Year right here. I pressed on my eyes, cried into my palms, then sealed it into a natural wood frame. My sister walked in as I worked, set down her mammoth of a purse. I'm moving in. I lifted my head from my palms. Oh, Kate, I said, I couldn't ask you to do that. You didn't, she replied. I've already unpacked my suitcase in the guest bedroom, so now you can't stop me. Not the most tender words ever spoken, but I smiled anyway. Even at my best, I couldn't have stopped Kate from doing something she felt she should do. Now I hardly had the energy to stop a butterfly. What about your kids? I asked. Todd will watch them in the evenings, she said, and I've arranged for a friend to bring them here after school. They'll be able to help with Gabby while I get things arranged. What things? I asked. She looked at my closet, tumbling with clothes and dust and memories, then picked up the framed picture. I'm thinking Gabby's room for this one. Maybe right above her dresser. We'll move the baby pictures to the other wall, and I'll get her winter clothes all dug out so we can box up summer. You really don't have to, Kate, I said. It's too much. It is, little brother, and that's why I'm here. She potty trained Gabby, the epic toddler battle of the last year, abandoned in Rachel's last months, and now put to rest in a matter of days. She cleaned out the closet, donated, rehomed, pared down the kitchen so that all that remained were the gadgets I understood, baked and froze neat squares of homemade freezer meals, scrubbed the toilet, scrubbed the baseboards, scrubbed the memories, boxed and reframed, bite-sized pieces now, manageable. They'll be there for you when you're ready, Aiden, she said. And on the night before she left, I came home to find her painting Gabby's nails, though as far as I knew, she'd never painted a single nail in the entirety of her life. A little zen, isn't it? She asked, minus the smell, I guess. Yeah, I'm a pro at it now, aren't I, Gabs? Gabby shrugged. Aunt Kate did pink. My sister had mixed the colors, accidentally. Kate mouthed, sorry about that. I set Gabby on my lap, blew the tiny nails till they dried. Don't tell me Katie's better at drawing than I am. Gabby just giggled, and I swung her around, a big smile on my face, the picture of joy, father and daughter dancing in the kitchen. But inside I still hurt. Inside everything felt narrow and empty. Outside I grinned. Now it's time for bed. Your auntie's going back to her house in the morning. Gabby pouted, all the prima donna of a 3-year-old. Oh, you can come to my house whenever you want, Kate said. Gabby rested her head on my shoulder, yawned, still the picture of Raphael's cherubic perfection, which I guess she was, though everything inside of me felt like a giant Picasso. I carried her to her room, laid her down, tucked her in, gazed. I'd always been a gazer, but with Rachel gone, it had gotten worse. Some nights I stayed in Gabby's bedroom for over 20 minutes, just watching her sleep, feeling her aliveness, her presence, letting it calm me. But tonight, Kate was packing up, and I needed to thank her. I found my sister in the guest room, zipping the suitcase, purse beside it, keys on top, everything ready for the morning like she was catching a flight, not driving her own car just 20 minutes away. So, she said, plugging in her phone to charge, how you doing? I never could have done it without you. You've been a lifesaver. Not what I asked, she said, sitting on the edge of the bed. I'm doing all right, I replied. Honestly, I guess I'm trying not to think about it still. That reminds me, I left a list of therapist names who take your insurance on the kitchen counter. Maybe check one out. Yeah, I said, I guess that's what people do. Kate laughed. Neither of us really liked airing our laundry to anyone we hadn't known for at least 10 years. I really couldn't have done it without you, I said. You could have. It just would have taken longer, and all Rachel's clothes would have gone out of style. Dinner might have been a little boring. And Gabby would be wetting the bed as we speak, I said. Maybe, Kate conceded, then paused. What are you planning to do with Gabby while you work? I'll hire a nanny, I grumbled. I've got a name from one of the guys at work. His kids are older now, so he doesn't need her. It's an older lady, willing to stay overnight. Kate nodded. And if there's a fire? I looked at her, trying to dig down to her meaning. A bad one, she added. Ah, there it was. Then you're the one in the will. You haven't got a will, she replied, but I'll call a lawyer in the morning. She made a quick note in her phone, though I don't think a will is really the backup plan you want. I sat on the bed beside her. I'd been avoiding thinking about it, the danger of my job, the daily risks. Every year at least one of us retired because every 10 years at least one of us died. Kate pulled a flyer from her pocket, set it on my lap. I held it close to my face, the cheerful block letters, the neat rows of information, the promises in bold. A tech course, 8 weeks for a yearly salary starting at $65,000. A solid income in Kentucky. Nope, I said, too good to be true. It's not, she said, flicking on a lamp. These tech guys don't even have to graduate from college. Companies need them so bad. A little training and you're in the field. It's growing so fast, no one can even keep up with it. Todd's brother just quit his paralegal job to do it, and now he makes double. Kate, I began. You know you'd be good at it. You're always messing with your computer and phone and cleaning and reprogramming and everything. That's not what I'm worried about. It would be pretty cool. Then give them a call, she said. That's not why. She set another paper on top of the flyer. A little gray newspaper clipping. It happened last night, she said. I ran both hands through my hair, reading the words that seemed to blur in and out of focus. He was my first chief, I said. I know. Only 51 years old. Kate didn't reply, just sat there with me as I read again about the fire one town over, about the 4 lives it took, one of them my first chief, my mentor, crushed under a trailer that collapsed before he could get out with the person he was trying to save. I pushed against my temples, my shoulders beginning to shake. I hadn't talked to him in a couple of years, not since he'd switched to a company the next city over, but I'd heard that he'd just had his first grandbaby, a girl younger than Gabby. I'm sorry, Aiden, Kate said. I didn't mean to upset you so much. No, I mumbled. I needed to know. I would have found out anyway. Better to bawl here than at the station. She took the clipping, put it in the drawer beside the bed, then unfolded the flyer, set it in my lap. She'd circled the number to call in red. But I love my job, I said, my voice soft, the pamphlet wrinkled and limp on my jeans. I know, she replied, touching my shoulder in a rare show of affection. But you love someone else more.